The scheduling gods blessed the Missouri football team with the perfect cure for the Manhattan hangover, a cold glass of FCS. Fresh off their 40-12 thrashing at Kansas State, Eli Drinkwitz's Tigers, 1-1, return home Saturday to host Abilene Christian, 2-0, a team from the Football Championship Subdivision, the Division I level one notch below the Football Bowl Subdivision. The Tigers are 19-0 all-time against FCS opponents, most recently beating Southeast Missouri State 59-28 last year in Columbia. Missouri Tigers, 1-1, versus Abilene Christian Wildcats, 2-0, game time, TV channel, 11 a.m., SEC Network Plus betting line, Missouri by 34.5 heading into the weekend. 6 FCS teams had toppled FBS teams across college football this season, though none involving teams in the Power 5 conferences. Last season, there were 12 FCS upsets of FBS teams, with 4 Power 5 teams on the losing end: Arizona, Florida State, Vanderbilt, and Washington. Since its first game against an FCS team in 1998, then known as Division I AA, Mizzou has mostly clobbered every opponent from that level. The average score in the previous 19 games has been lopsided, all toward the Tigers: Mizzou 51-2, FCS 11-3. Mizzou has shut out 4 of those 19 opponents and held 9 of the 19 to fewer than 10 points. Only 2 of Mizzou's 19 FCS opponents scored more than 20 points. The Tigers have scored 50 points in 12 of the 19 games against the FCS. Drinkwitz didn't play against an FCS team in 2020 during the COVID-altered schedule. Last year's SEMO game was out of hand by halftime, but after trailing 45-0, SEMO found traction against the Tigers' second and third units in the second half. In 2017, the Tigers had a tough time putting away Dave Steckel's Missouri State Bears in a 72-43 shootout in Columbia. Otherwise, MU's FCS matchups have been total mismatches. Among the most lopsided outcomes, 2016, Mizzou 79, Delaware State 0. 2012, Mizzou 62, Southeastern Louisiana 10. 2011, Mizzou 69, Western Illinois 0. 2001, Mizzou 40, Southwest Texas State 6, Gary Pinkel's first win at MU. Abilene Christian, led by first-year coach Keith Patterson, most recently Texas Tech's defensive coordinator from 2019 to 21, brings a roster stocked with Power 5 transfers, including 16 on the 2-deep depth chart. 5 offensive starters came from the Big 12 and SEC: quarterback Maverick McIvor, Texas Tech; receivers Tristan Golightly, Kansas, and Kendall Catalon, Arkansas; left tackle Reese Moore, Texas, and center Femi Sakiri, Texas. 2 defensive starters transferred from the Big 10, defensive end Jordan Paup, Nebraska, and safety Abner Dubar, Minnesota. Patterson and Drinkwitz overlapped for about 6 weeks on the staff at Arkansas State nearly a decade ago. Naturally, Drinkwitz hopes his team to take this game as seriously as any other on the schedule. "There's no difference between the number 1 team in the country or this team," he said. "There's only 12 guaranteed opportunities. That, for us, is our messaging. There's really no other football besides this game Saturday, period. For us, the most interesting thing to watch Saturday is how Drinkwitz deploys the bench. If he plans to give freshman quarterback Sam Horn playing time this year, this figures to be the ideal game if the Tigers seize a big lead. The same goes for freshman running back Tavorus Jones and perhaps defensive tackle Marquis Gracial, St. Charles High. The Tigers will have a new look Saturday from the top down. MU is debuting a new gold helmet with the word Tigers scripted across the side in white lettering. Teams typically wear white on the road, but Mizzou will wear white jerseys Saturday because Abilene Christian only has purple jerseys available, and its shade of purple is too similar to Mizzou's black jerseys. Matters pick. No score will absolve the Tigers of last week's clunker at K-State or inspire hope they can recover in the SEC. But this one figures to be over sooner than later. Missouri 51, Abilene Christian 10.